watch this. It doesn't matter what the tool is. It's just a resistance. Don't think so much about it. Just get out there and just do it. Welcome to the Minute of Strength. Last week, we covered the double dead release swing, and we did the double release swing, opposite of dead, all right? Hopefully you practice that, you didn't bang up the hardwood floors. Here's the next progression to this, again, in creating weightlessness, and you'll see where this goes in part 3. So the second part of this is going to be the same exercises, except single-handed. But if you don't develop it with two hands and the confidence where your hips are moving together, you don't put too much torque on one side of your body. You know, a lot of people end up throwing the hips out of whack. They put too much tension on one shoulder. You've got to be very proficient at the first progression before you get into this one. If you're ready for it, here's the next one. So if I'm dead, I release and catch, and I come down back to dead. I release, back to dead. Release, and back to dead. Very awkward in the beginning. You've got, what am I working with here? 20 kilo bell, not a lot of weight. Use something that's not super challenging, but just enough to give you the confidence to be able to do it at the same time. So don't challenge yourself and pick up a 32 kilo if you're using a 24 kilo. Drop down one size, all right? You want to create success with this. You do the same thing on both sides. And release. And release. And it's interesting, you'll see the bell turn a little bit on my left side. I have a problem with my left side. This is a great way to observe differences left and right side and start to build and start to create some sort of balance between, and I've got nerve damage on my left side. So I can start to balance that out by doing things unilaterally, exactly like this, where my central nervous system, we're working on proprioception, I'm working on absolutely everything, and it's completely safe. And again, the whole concept going into it, create weightlessness. Now I'm just doing it unilaterally rather than two hands on the bell. So let's try this again. So from dead, don't chase the bell, weightless, catch, switch hands. Now, the opposite of all this, obviously the second progression, just swing it and release it. So I get my first rep, I swing and release. Swing and release. And I catch it at the very bottom of that move. And it's forcing me to push back into my posterior chain, hinge through those hip flexors, really fire up my hamstrings, stay into the heels. I can't push into my knees or toward my toes because the bell is moving in that direction that I should catch it in. Catch it right at the bottom, right before it goes through my legs, hit the left side. Not as pretty. That's what we're working on. Pull it up and release. Release and catch. Release and catch. My shoulders are completely relaxed. Again, building up to what you'll see next week, which is a lot of fun. Practice this. See you with part 3 next week.